All right, friends, welcome back to your crisis report alert. This is a super boom boom ultra critical alert for February 18th, 2026. We are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. We have a lot of major moves and everything going on in the Middle East, so we're not going to get all long winded and everything. We're going to get down to business. Full transcript is on subscribe or Substack, and you can find the community on other places like Gab, Minds, Truth, Twitter X. Subscribe to our locals, and of course Substack as well. We appreciate you being here. We are brought to you by Augusta Precious Metals. This is your super ultra critical boom boom thunder alert for February 18th, 2026. Hit that like button, do the subscribe thing, darken out the bell, and we will see you right here. Trump's armada for the Middle East now includes 2 aircraft carriers, dozen warships, hundreds of jets, advanced air defenses, more forces en route. Over 150 U.S. military cargo flights have delivered weapons to the Middle East in the last 24 hours alone. 50 more fighter jets are headed to the region, according to Axios. Top 9 most tracked aircraft on Flight Radar 24 right now are American military aerial refueling tanker KC-135R Stratotankers and U.S. military buildup in the Middle East. Spain's police say they have arrested a 20-year-old individual who allegedly hacked a hotel booking website to reserve luxury rooms for as little as 1 cent in the first known cybercrime of its kind. At the time of his arrest, he was staying at a luxury Madrid hotel with a 4-night reservation totaling 4,000 euros. Court in Germany ordered Elon Musk's social media site X, an American company, to hand over data related to the upcoming election in Hungary to researchers for scrutiny, according to Politico EU. California officials who turned a blind eye to unemployment scams have potentially worth tens of billions of dollars during the Ronademic will now be put directly under the microscope of the federal government, according to the New York Post. Good. House Oversight Committee deposition of billionaire retail magnate Leslie Wexner over his ties to Jeffrey is now underway, according to media reports. Wexner is now sitting with lawyers or lawmakers and staffers in Ohio to discuss his relationship with Mr. Jeffrey, according to CNN. Fire broke out. Iran's Padand near the capital of Tehran. Dutch conservative politician Geert Wilders says that Turkish jihadists issued a new death threat against his life after Wilders said that the Islamic holy month of Ramadan is not part of the Dutch culture. If you've ever been to the Netherlands, you'll notice that it is. U.S. Navy USS Gerald Ford CVN 78 aircraft carrier has been spotted off the coast of the Kingdom of Morocco. 2 United States Air Force E-3C Sentry radar aircraft recently flew over Israel en route to Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia. Embassy staff from several European countries have departed the Middle East in recent weeks, leaving only essential personnel in place. Oregon House Democrats have passed HB 4088 legislation that supporters say protect access to gender-related medical procedures and abortion services. Russian Navy is preparing for military exercises with Iran. The Russian Navy is stationed at the port of Bandar Abbas to participate in joint naval drills with the Iranian Navy tomorrow in the Gulf of Oman. Meta founder Mark Zuckerberg arrives in Los Angeles, a court for social media addiction trial. Israeli ambassador to the U.S., Yechiel Leiter, told Israel Hayom Israel has extended the range of its F-35 Adir fighter jets so they can reach Iran, and has added additional armaments without compromising their stealth capabilities. One of the largest deployments of American military hardware and air power to the Middle East since 9/11 is ongoing. And the full-fledged Iran buildup looks like this. Flight trackers show a major U.S. Air Force surge last few hours. 40 aircraft visible at once, 22 tankers, 13 transports, 1 AWACS, supporting large fighter deployments already underway. Either we dismantle nuclear weapons or they will one day dismantle us, according to Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi, addressing to the United Nations Conference on Disarmament in Geneva, urging the complete elimination of nuclear weapons. Germans now rate Olaf Scholz time as chancellor more favorably than Friedrich Merz's current tenure 1 year after the 2025 election. 35% say Scholz performed better, 22% say Merz performed better, 33% see no difference because there isn't one. Marco Rubio is holding quiet talks with Raul Castro's grandson as the Trump administration increasing pressure on Cuba. Discussions bypass Cuba's formal government, signaling Washington's views that Raul Castro is the island's real power center. Rubio's team sees the younger Castro as part of a pragmatic generation potentially open to reshaping Cuba's future, including improved ties with the U.S. They're looking for the next Delcy in Cuba, according to a source familiar with the talks. Germany's economy is still stagnating. Chamber of Commerce now expects just 1% GDP growth 2026, warning it's not enough to catch up with global competitors. Business confidence improved slightly, but remains weak. Firms cite weak demand, high labor and energy costs, and policy uncertainty as major risks. Only 23% plan to increase investment, while 31% plan cuts. Hiring is also cautious. German Railway, Deutsche Bahn, hit by a cyber attack. There's a new 61,000 square foot Muslim community hub, shopping center underway in Kennesaw, Georgia. Iranian medical staff have reportedly received messages to register as volunteers in preparation for a possible national crisis. 9 people have been arrested in Leon over the fatal beating of a 23-year-old student, Quentin Daranke, I can't read it, who died 2 days after being attacked by masked assailants, who were hardcore leftists. Among these detained is Jacques-Élie Favreau, a parliamentary assistant to an MP from La France Insoumise, the party led by Jean-Luc Mélenchon. Prosecutors say Daranke was punched and kicked in the head by at least 6 individuals, all far left, suffering fatal skull and brain injuries. Suspects are linked to the banned far left group Les Jeunes Gardes. It's almost like they're super violent and will get their political means done by any means possible. Israeli emergency services and the Home Front Command have been instructed to prepare for war as officials assess imminent U.S. strikes on Iran. Trump says if Iran doesn't make a deal, the U.S. may have to use its military bases located in Diego Garcia in the U.K. and warns that an attack from Iran would potentially be made on the U.K. as well as other friendly countries. Iranian source told the Wall Street Journal that Tehran fears nuclear talks with the U.S. may be doomed. Gap between what Washington is willing to accept and what Tehran is willing to give is unbridgeable. Google's DeepMind CEO, Demis Hassabis, says AGI is a system that exhibits all the cognitive capabilities and humans have. The brain is the only existence proof that we have that general intelligence, and it's possible. Today's systems are impressive, but they're not there yet. We'll still have at least another 5 to 10 years to go. AI could be the ultimate tool for accelerating scientific discovery. We can tackle disease, climate, inequality, human life. It could be the ultimate enhancement tool for human scientists, or the ultimate end. The potential is there if we do it the right way, and Lord knows they will. Iran is openly preparing for war with the U.S. as talks are collapsing. What are they doing? They're deploying forces to the Strait of Hormuz, reviving Mosaic Defense decentralized military command to survive leadership strikes, fortifying nuclear sites like Isfahan, Pickaxe Mountain, hardening air defenses, and expanding domestic crackdowns to prevent unrest, according to the Wall Street Journal. Private meeting with Danish and Greenlandic leaders, Senator Lindsey Graham, Lady Graham, reportedly doubled down, telling them that if Trump wants Greenland, he'd, quote, take it. One attendee described it as lots of F-bombs. Picture Graham on his worst TV day. Some U.S. lawmakers walked out. Europeans left more alarmed than reassured. Jerusalem municipality will provide residents with a detailed information booklet outlining emergency procedures and life-saving guidance, along with a full list of available bomb shelters. Israeli officials assess the 0 hour, maybe just days away. N12 reports multiple indicators, some undisclosed, are pointing to a potentially imminent escalation against Iran. Hugo El Pollo Carvajal testified before the International Criminal Court and directly points out those responsible for crimes against humanity in Venezuela. Nicolás Maduro, Diosdado Cabello, Tarek El Aissami, Néstor Revero, Pedro Carreño, y Freddy Bernal, los gentes de los drogos, and other high-ranking regime officials. He accused them of ordering and executing the brutal repression against Venezuelan people. The full statement was revealed today by journalist David Placer. Israeli Home Front Command has been instructed to prepare for an imminent war. High-level defensive alert being declared, according to Channel 12. Israeli Home Front Command ordered the Magen David Adom, MDA, or the Jewish equivalent of the Red Cross, to prepare for a full-scale war with Iran, following a high-level defensive alert having been declared across all of Israel via N12. Betting site Polymarket, surge in bets. American attack on Iran will happen before March 15th. 2 days ago, it was a probability of 24%. Currently, it's at 55%. Iran is intensifying pressure on Hezbollah to join the campaign. Unlike the 12-day war, Tehran now seeks the Shiite organization's direct involvement in any confrontation with Israel should such an attack unfold. Israel has delivered a clear warning that if Hezbollah intervenes, the response will be far more severe than in the past. The IDF is also preparing for potential involvement by the Houthis and other Iranian proxies across the region. Iran is intensifying pressure on Hezbollah to join. Oh, that's a doubler. Developing. Tucker Carlson and his staff have been reportedly detained in Israel and interrogated per direct message. Spokesperson for the United States Embassy in Israel denied in a conversation with Daily Mail that Carlson was detained, claiming that he has received the same questions during the passport checks that countless visitors to Israel receive, including Ambassador Hakubi and other diplomats as part of their regular entry and exit from Israel. It was also stated by the U.S. Embassy in Israel that Tucker chose to enter the country for only a few hours and leave. He received the same positive treatment that every visitor to Israel receives. Iran has issued a NOTAM, or Notice to Airmen, AO 605-26, warning of rocket launches on February 19th. Restricted airspace corridor runs from Iran's southern interior up towards central Iran and back down toward the Strait of Hormuz, likely due to the IRGC's ongoing naval drill in the strategic strait. Germany's Chancellor Friedrich Merz, former BlackRock chairman, wants to end the anonymity on the internet, saying, quote, "I want to see real names," end quote. Bet you do. And you know what this channel feels about that. You put your middle finger in, you put your middle finger out. You let him sit down, and he swirls it all about. Friedrich Merz can go F himself. Israel government installed and maintained a security system at Jeffrey's New York City apartment, which was frequented by former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak, according to Dropside News. United States withdrawing all of its forces from Syria. And to remember things domestically, we're going to cap it off with the 16,000 homes and businesses that were destroyed in the Pacific Palisades and Los Angeles. As of today, fewer than 10 homes have been rebuilt in LA County. But don't worry, folks. We're going to go to war with Iran, and everything's going to be all right. That, my friends, is your crisis report, super boom boom ultra critical alert for February 18th, 2026. Make sure you give us a like, share us out, do all the things. We appreciate you being here. This is more critical right now, okay? I know you've been saying it's coming. Just get, God, you guys are such doomers. Bro, war takes logistics, okay? Again, Rookies talk strategy, experts talk logistics. You have to get everything in place. If it's not in place, then you're going to lose, okay? I'll go rolling out onto the court with untied shoes and my pants half up. We're going to go out there and do it right. So let's hope that this is extremely quick and all that the military hopes for. It could happen tonight. It could happen in 2 weeks. It could never happen at all. I don't know. But they're moving a HE double hockey sticks, a lot of stuff over to the Middle East. So something's happening, okay? They don't do that just for the heck of it. Maybe it's to prove a point. Maybe it's to give the final exclamation point for them to make a deal. But I don't think so. So I think at some point you're going to watch the hammer drop again. So we'll see. All right, y'all. God bless you all. We appreciate you. Arkansas living. Good to see you, my friend. War. Good. What it isn't good for, absolutely nothing. Say it again, yeah. War. How. Good God, y'all. Have a good night.